What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is MadisonReedPayn and I am so glad you are hanging out with me today. In today's video, I'm going to be trying out the new Wet n Wild PHOTOFOCUS Dewy finish. You guys know I love the OG PHOTOFOCUS. I just mentioned it in my drugstore makeup video. I used this foundation all through high school, a bunch through college as well, and I continue to still grab for it. It's only $5, you guys. Absolutely amazing. So when I heard that Wet n Wild had a new formula, I did want to try it out, although my bar for this is pretty low because I did look it up. It does say for you to use this if you have dry to normal skin, I believe. Let's consult our screenshots. Yeah, they said it's silky and creamy coverage that is easily buildable from medium to full and transitions from day to night wear. Ideal for normal to dry skin types. So your girl has oily skin. However, I've seen a few people review this product with oily skin and they said it was fine. It just gives them a little bit more of a glow. But I am going to test it out and see for myself, because if I can get a glowy, dewy look that doesn't just slide off my face in a few hours, I am all for it. So be sure to subscribe, ring the bell, give this video a thumbs up, and let's hop into the video. Okay, y'all, I've zoomed you guys in so you can really see my application. Oh, also, I applied spray tan last night and I haven't rinsed it off yet, so if it looks crazy, that's why. I'm about to apply the Wet n Wild Dewy foundation. My first impression of the packaging really isn't a first impression because it's exactly the same as the OG PHOTOFOCUS. I think this has a really nice glass bottle. One thing to note though is it's not a pump. It is like this little applicator with the product on it. That personally doesn't offend me, and for $5, I have zero complaints, but I do want to let you guys know that it's not a pump. I am going to apply half of my face with an EcoTools beauty sponge and then the other half the foundation brush. This one is from MOTD. And I don't have anything on my face. Let me know if you guys, what your opinions are for primer on these videos. I know some people do half their face with a primer or their full face, but I like to see what the foundation will actually do. If I'm testing out different tools, then doesn't that defeat the purpose of a primer being on one side and seeing the differences? I don't know. Let me know what you guys want below and I'm happy to do it. So I just applied some kind of all over my face and I'm going to go in circles with my foundation brush and just rub it in. I think it has a similar smell to the OG Wet n Wild, but it's not as strong. And I am using the color Buff Bisque. This is the same color that I showed you guys in my drugstore video. A sponge honestly is my more preferred method. I just feel like you can blend stuff out better. So I do feel like I'm gonna be a bigger fan of that, but we shall see. Okay, so this half of my face I did with the brush and this half I did with the beauty blender. For me, because like I said, I do have oily skin, I do prefer the makeup sponge side because I do feel like, even in my viewfinder, I can see this side of my face is shinier and this side is a little bit more matte. It's definitely still looks luminous. So if you're going for a dewier look, maybe use a brush, and if you're like me and you're on the oily side, and I'm just looking for a little bit of luminous in this foundation, I like the beauty blender better. I am going to keep it how it is. I'm not going to go in and blend out the other side just so I can see how the products layer on top of it as well. But I do like this foundation. I'm a little worried because I'm so oily for it to already look so shiny, especially this side. I'm a little nervous about how it will wear throughout the day, but I'm going to go do my makeup and I will be back. Okay, y'all, so I'm back and my face is on. I didn't show it to you guys because it's the exact same makeup that I just did in my best drugstore makeup look, except for, of course, the foundation. So if you guys want to see this makeup application, all drugstore, most in the $4 or $5 range, definitely be sure to check out that video. So my first impression after putting on the rest of my makeup is I don't really think it matters if you use a foundation brush or the beauty sponge. When I just applied the foundation, I thought the tool made a pretty big difference. Now that I've applied the rest of my makeup on, I really don't think it does. So whatever you want to use for this, I think is fine. And now that I have the rest of my makeup done, I will say I do really like the finish. I definitely notice a difference between the Dewy and the OG formula, and it's not too dewy where I look like a disco ball. It is a nice luminous finish. However, I will say it does make me nervous that the very beginning of my makeup application, I already look this shiny because like I said, I do have oily skin, so I'm interested to see how this foundation holds up. Also, I do have more textured skin. I don't have that nice baby butt smooth skin, and I do think because it's not a matte formula, it has a little more sheen to the entire thing, that I am drawing a little bit more attention to the texture on my skin that I don't really feel like I have with the OG formula. So it might be a trade-off though. The luminous, pretty natural finish might outweigh drawing a little bit of attention to my skin. We'll see how it wears throughout the day. And now I'm going to take you guys outside to see what this looks like in natural light. Okay, y'all, so I'm in front of a window. I did want you guys to see it more with natural lighting. It is a very pretty natural finish. I think if I was just going to take photos and not need my makeup to last all day, I would grab this. It might hold up this well. I have kind of low expectations for it though, just because I know that I get oily throughout the day. But we will see. Like I said, it is drawing a little more accentuation to my texture on my skin, but overall, I think it's a really natural, pretty finish. So now I'm gonna take it outside and see if it looks any different. Okay, I went outside to record this, and Trooper wanted to be in the video. He went crazy. But now that I'm outside, I am kind of changing my tune. Okay, you can go to tune. I think it accentuates my skin texture way too much. I already think this is a foundation that I wouldn't grab. Not as much about the oily skin. I don't think that seems to be as much of a concern for me, at least, as my skin texture, but I will continue to update you guys on it throughout the day, how it holds up. What's up, y'all? So it's 7:49. It is about 8 hours later, and I have officially turned into a disco ball. Not surprising though. Like I said, this foundation clearly states that it is for dry to normal skin. I will say, from a slight distance and in some lighting, am I really selling it? The luminous finish on it was really pretty. I think if being oily was your skin's only issue, you could definitely still use this. For me though, I do have really textured skin. I have some acne scars, and it just drew a lot of attention to that with it being this luminous finish all over it. So if you have textured skin, if you have acne, any of that, I would probably skip this product and stick to the OG. They're both $5, so I would just stick with the OG formula. And I really don't see myself grabbing this really under any circumstance, just because, like I said, the original one is so good already, and I can be matte where I need to be matte, not draw attention to my skin texture, not cake up too bad, and just add highlight where I want it instead of all over being a disco ball. I am going to have my mom try it and give it to her and see if she likes it, because she does have more on the dry side of skin. And I don't want to knock it too bad, because you guys, this was only $5. That is a really good price, and it didn't perform bad. Like, I don't want to say that it's a bad foundation. It's just I could do better for my personal skin type, and that I think is the most important thing to be aware of when you're looking at these makeup reviews, makeup tutorials. All of that is looking at people with your same skin type. So if you're oily, I got you. Be sure to subscribe, like this video, give it a thumbs up, because I'll continue to do more foundation first impression reviews. Let me know below too if there's anything specifically that you guys want to see, but I will most likely be never grabbing this again. But I will stick to the original formula. Wet n Wild, I love you. So that wraps up today's video. I hope you guys are all at home, staying safe. I'm thinking about you guys. I'm praying for y'all. And thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see y'all in my next one.